And I was always close to my cousin Ronnie. He was 9 months older than I was, and we were like twin cousins. Sometimes people didn't know if I was my aunt's child or he was my mother's son, because we were always together and always close. And Ronnie has an older brother, Teddy, who we were also close to. And then I had an Uncle Herbie, who I still have my Uncle Herbie, thank God. And he was close to Teddy in age. So it was like the four of us were like close. I always used to be invited to sleep over Aunt Jean's house. And of course I loved it because Ronnie, I was close to him, so I'd sleep over. And we went to New York. They would take me to places. Oh, and then I remember Aunt V, who is my mother's sister. Aunt Jean was one of my mother's sisters. Aunt V was another one. And she would take me to the movies, or she would take me for walks. She liked to walk. So I would visit her and we would go for very long walks. And my mother had other sisters, but they were younger, so they were not in that category where they really would take me places. And then I also had two uncles, Joe and Herbie. And Herbie was closer to my age. When I would go to my grandmother's house, Grandma Wagner, she was a very caring grandmother, and I always felt taken care of when I was with her. And, you know, I was glad to be with her. I felt good when I was with her. I met Mike, my husband-to-be. My mother, Esther, met his mother at the Park Manor at a bar mitzvah. And Esther was always a matchmaker. So she asked my mother-in-law, of course she knew her, what was Mike doing, and my mother-in-law must have said he just got out of the army. And so she took my number and gave it to Mike, and he did call. When Esther told me about giving her my number to my future mother-in-law, I said, well, how tall is he? She says, I didn't measure him, so I knew he wasn't that tall, but he was tall enough. It was good. And we hit it off. We were very simpatico, I think is the word. And we went on together. We really did feel like we belonged together. We really did.